We're not doing the theme song.
Oh yeah.
Woo, ain't smoking about weed. You like that?
Long Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking that money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
I feel untired this morning.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the opposite of tired, Sean.
well, you know, I was doing the math, and after our VSiN show, we hang out. We have a couple cocktails usually.
Yes.
Do some gambling. We went up to Legacy Club, had a couple drinks there, and then I went down. Did not have a heater on blackjack. Just hit the wall early to the point where like I didn't even get a couple drinks at the table, and I said, "Hey, I'm out." Our flight was a little bit later. I feel great. I feel refreshed. Normally, I'm up drinking, smoking till 2 a.m. for our 6 a.m. flight. This flight was 8:30. I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm feeling like ready to crush the board here. Make back what I lost in blackjack.
See why it's important to get to bed early. Me on the other hand, I was
Kramer goes, I was up till 2 doing horse stuff.
That was even later than that. I was firing on some digital ponies, but that's neither here nor there, Sean.
Yes, we are here talking NFL playoffs. Of course, we'll answer all your questions. The time is yours. The pregame show for me is about the listeners asking us questions. We will toss out a couple. You want to bring up the VSiN bets, and of course, if you're on Discord, get in over there. I'm sure are we gonna do a bonus divisional FFPC lineup?
Should we do that first?
Yeah, maybe we start there.
Get it out of the way so we don't forget.
Yeah, because that could happen. And thanks to Bowser. Shout out to Bowser. Check out his podcast as well. Get those divisional FFPC lineups in. Nice overlay. So yeah, the FFPC. Still time. Promo code SGPN. $25 off.
There is it's probably close to 20% overlay right now. So certainly something to look at.
Thank you. Sorry. I was reading Brad's comment. Got my alert on the phone, you guys.
Okay. So overlays down. There's still 171. It's only 1,425. So 171 teams remaining in the $200. $35 still has what? That's 10% of the teams left. So,
yeah.
If you're into that if you're into an overlay, if you're an overlay guy. All right.
And I see the chat has been firing about this. FanDuel has Dameon Pierce anytime touchdown 26-1. Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta play that with Joe Mixon being banged up, Dameon Pierce being a noted
dog.
I mean, certainly pricing wise, like the offshores, I think, because I checked, they were like 7-1. So just that alone, and I don't even know if DraftKings is offering it. They might be scared by that. So FanDuel is the place to go if you're looking to get down on that Pierce anytime touchdown, which at 26-1. How could you? I mean, I don't think he gets it, but at 26-1, that's a great price.
So I've made a number of lineups, and my quarterback just continues to be the same guy, same two guys.
And who is that?
Goff and Mahomes.
Okay.
So I'm happy to do a non-Goff or Mahomes. I'm happy to do a Hurts lineup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
I would do Hurts or Allen. I'll let you.
Well, see, I already have a Josh Allen.
All right, let's do
from
Hurts.
when we did the show before. So yeah, Jalen Hurts,
to do
put
a
him
Hurts
in.
lineup.
Let's go.
Do we just go to make sure we ensure
we had agreed, Ryan, that we were going to do a Dalton Schultz.
I was going to say to ensure
put him in there
to ensure we have some pieces that prevent us from being chalky. I think that's a great start. Now, do we still play Kelsey? Is playing someone other than Kelsey too cute? Probably, right?
I mean, Ryan, you're the guy with the ownership percentage. I like DeAndre Hopkins, but then he's very small owned. To me, Noah Gray is too cute. I think Pacheco's an option. I think Kelsey's an option. I think Hopkins is an option.
I don't think the running backs are options. I think I think tight end plus 3 receivers.
All right.
So Hollywood Brown, D Hop, Xavier Worthy, all have interest appeal. But if we're playing multiple games, or they go, so with the Chiefs, we think they're going to play multiple games. So can they can they outscore Kelsey in a 2-game sample?
Yeah.
That's basically the question. And is
I,
it worth it?
And I like the Kelsey TD stuff. Why don't we just play Kelsey TD? Because we did put in the Kelsey 2 touchdown. If you missed the prop show, we gave out a parlay, or I gave out a parlay with Kelsey 2 touchdowns, Schultz 2 touchdowns. We put that in. We also put in a Kelsey 2 touchdowns, Schultz 1 touchdown, and also the Neapolitan ice cream of Dalton Schultz, Noah Gray, and Travis Kelsey 1 touchdown each. So we're rooting for some tight end TDs today for sure. Zach Ertz, I see Bowser making a case for Ertz.
Well, I was going to quickly switch the screen so you guys can have a good chuckle over the ridiculousness of the same game. I mean, and us out at the circuit too, just as ridiculous. But look at all these ones I got in on. Remember I said small, medium, large. I did get some DMs. Most people were into large. One person did respond saying small. So perhaps not for everyone kind of crowd. Anyway, let's all right. So we got Kelsey Schultz in the first game.
Yep.
Well, we haven't touched the second game yet. I know we're going to talk to Easy later. I'm sure I know from reading some of his messages, he's very high on Amon-Ra.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good time to go chalky, I think.
I don't think it's going to be tremendous.
Really?
I think with Gibbs and Montgomery, I mean, he should be the popular guy. What am I doing? He should be the popular guy, but I have a feeling he's not going to be like overwhelming Puka type chalk.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, for the Rams, I think you just have to play Puka.
Okay.
I mean, he got there. He got there even in the blowout win for the Eagles. So
we're boxing ourselves in a little bit to where we need a running back. We need 2 of them, in fact.
Okay.
Does that mean we're just playing Derrick Henry?
I don't mind Derrick Henry.
Do we just play Derrick Henry and James Cook?
Yeah, because I think James Cook is going to be a slight contrarian. I like his matchup.
So then, who do we play from the Commanders? Ertz or McLaurin? Ertz will be fun.
I like Ertz.
Right.
I mean, we gave out the Ertz anytime on Beeson.
I like this lineup.
Triple tight end, 13 personnel. Let's ship it. So Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nacua, Travis Kelsey, Zach Ertz, and Dalton Schultz. Ship it.
And then you wanted to look at the Beeson.
Yeah, let's just go over some of this stuff. And shout out to Damien in the chat. He was asking thoughts on kicker parlay. Fairbairn and Bass both over 6.5 kicking points plus 230.
CJ likes.
Don't mind that at all. AKA the apostrophe with Fairbairn. Although for the record, CJ's official plays is always the over 1.5 field goals. And don't worry about laying the juice. He doesn't.
No, he always plays it.
He doesn't play these over 6.5 kicking points. No. He plays the over 1.5 field goals. But
Sean, also worth note. I mean, I just got to bring this up real quick. And Damien, quick reminder to be more like Nick and get an avatar.
Let's see who we're talking to.
Have some flair, bro. Is mixing in a score today? Need him for the fantasy playoffs. What kind of diabolical fantasy league are you in? That's still going on.
Maybe, hopefully, it's not season long. Maybe he's talking about FFPC or something.
No. There are people
best ball.
No, there are people that play in these leagues that mimic the NFL. So you want players on good teams. I bet he's in one of these crazy ass dynasty leagues. He's probably a young person. Got lots of time.
Jerome Boogers Booger Sugar.
It's
always a tongue twister.
Great avatar, by the way.
He's saying Holmes throws a pick today. Yeah.
No, what?
I could see that. He's had a lot of games where he throws one. My wife did give me the update that Taylor Swift is at the game. She is wearing all black, right? Now, normally she wears Chiefs gear, but she painted her nails black. She's wearing a black outfit
for the funeral.
Spooky vibes. This is a Texans funeral. Is she secretly worried about the Chiefs?
The funeral thing only works when you're on the road. Like if the whole team dresses in black because they're going to attend a funeral, like the 2007-2008 Giants did before wrecking the perfect season of the New England Patriots. That works. Wearing black to your home stadium's a little bit weird.
Random Meander said KC Chiefs to score a safety 16-1. Fun. I'm trying to do the math if that price is good. I mean, part of my handicap is I like the Chiefs defensive line against the Texans offensive line. And you saw, I mean, he got bailed out. He got fortunate. But CJ Stroud on that missed snap that like the ball went scooting past him, something like that. 16-1. I like where your head's at.
Do you want to talk through any of the props you gave out on the prop show?
Sure. If you missed it, yeah, I'm on the right here. Well, because I like a lot of the stuff Kramer gave out as well. Co-signing the Kelsey, Patrick touchdowns and the Hurts over. Rushing yards. Also Justice Hill receiving yards. I think that's a fun ladder. Goddard I like in the receiving game. Eckler also possibly a ladder.
I saw that the Hill stuff was catching some steam. I think that number's moved a bunch.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, if you just look at the last time they played, his number's crazy. Schultz, obviously big Schultz guy, and then some long shots in the receiving yards market. The Schultz most receiving yards in the game at 13-1. That's probably one of my favorite of the leader stuff. Ryan, if you don't mind, do you have our
yeah, give me a second.
Our VSiN bets, because I wanted to walk through people my first touchdown parlays. I'm sure people have fun. You think they would be into that? Look at Logan, Ryan. This is a
I'm a degenerate.
Hopkins, I'm assuming touchdowns he's talking about. Hopkins 2 touchdowns, Tim Patrick 2 touchdowns. Careful, you put that on DraftKings Sportsbook promo code SGP might put him out of business. But yeah,
you must listen to the program, right?
P Bart saying Noah Gray over 12.5 receiving yards. Yeah, it is.
We've trained everyone so well.
It does seem like Noah Gray will still. My take is he'll still have a role, maybe not as big of a role as the regular season. That being said, 12.5 is pretty low receiving yards wise, and the Texans aren't great to the tight end. I know we've been all over the Chiefs being bad to the tight end, leading the league in most receiving yards allowed to the tight end, but Texans aren't that good either. So a lot of fun there. Just
reminding ourselves of our sweet underdog sweat from the prop show. But actually for us, because we boosted it, is 71-1.
I totally forgot we're on that. Wait, CJ had the Pacheco rushing yards, right?
Yeah. Okay. God help us if that's what.
Well, I wasn't a massive fan of it, but I wasn't a massive fan of his pleaser leg on the VSiN show, and that hit. So that puts me in a good mind space. So I'm just playing first touchdown parlays today. Don't ask me to do anything else. For Saturday only, Dalton Schultz first touchdown, Zach Ertz first touchdown, Travis Kelce first touchdown, Jaden Daniels first touchdown, Travis Kelce first touchdown, Tim Patrick first touchdown, Patty Mahomes first touchdown, Jaden Daniels first touchdown. All pretty massive payouts, as you can see there. Ty Johnson first touchdown for the Bills game tomorrow. Dallas Goedert anytime at 350, and then Schultz for 2 touchdowns. So a lot of the tight end stuff is popping for me. Good red zone
tight end
targets.
Models popping.
Well, it's the playoffs. It's kind of the guys they trust, and it all happens to match up. Like Eagles are going up against the Rams, bad against the tight end. Both the Chiefs and the Texans are bad against the tight end. So it's just kind of worked out like that. But Kramer, what do you got from the VSiN show?
Big time parlay, everything but the Lions side in there. All unders, all home teams. Patrick first touchdown. I had to. Yeah, there was a premonition involved here. Josh Allen and Hurts touchdowns. I'm all in on any way you can play that. Have fun with it. And then I don't know if you mentioned the ladders, but the Kelsey stuff we're obviously on the touchdown step ladder. Keon Coleman, I feel like that was a late find for us. Juiced up the yardage stuff. And Sean, I did in a faraway place. Keon Coleman 100 yards. What do you think that paid?
Ooh, 15-1.
Yeah, plus 15-20.
Nice.
Strange extra change there. And then lastly, CJ Stroud ran for 40 yards last week. That's 5-1.
Gets loose
to the moon.
Any leans? No leans. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you want my first touchdowns for the game?
Sure. What do you got?
You think the people want that?
Yeah. And your first, are you doing a first half parlay?
No,
right?
First half parlay. Of
Only
course,
2 games.
Of course, everyone knows that is absolutely a regular season situation, Sean. But first touchdowns are not. So here we go.
Cade Stover, you dog.
You have to. It's a full tight end card.
Yeah.
So let's go tight ends.
Nick Tyrone in the chat. Change my avatar just for you, Ryan. Oh. Yes, I'm in a crazy ass fantasy league. Back-to-back Super Bowl champs going for 3-peat like the Chiefs. So
see?
I didn't. I assumed he was in some sort of. That's crazy to be running it's regular season-long fantasy all the way out here.
You want to take a caller? What do you want to do?
Oh yes. Sorry, I just was playing Jesse's comment. I've never hopped on a 2 touchdown parlay quicker. Thank you, Logan. So this is Degens helping Degens. Speaking of which,
shout out to Logan.
joining us on the line. You know him, you love him. He's a Discord mod and a Discord god. Lions super fan, great handicapper as well. Joining us on the line, Easy. What's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Right now, I'm trying to scour every book I can to find a Dan Skipper anytime touchdown odds.
Wow. Oh, calling for the lineman.
Oh, lineman and the specific lineman.
They're not going to give you that. They're cowards.
They are cowards. I can't find it anywhere.
Easy. I have a question for you. Now, this is a combination of a couple things, and it's in the Eagles game. Now, you've been very good at pricing these interception props. For the Eagles, it's usually the safeties, Reed Blankenship or Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. But last week, Quinyon Mitchell got his first interception, and Darius Slay got an interception. Now they're talking about the odd man out is Cooper DeJean.
Oh no,
he needs an interception. And I ran into a listener, Ryan, who said he had a system where he was playing different roulette squares and matching them to jersey numbers at the circus. Shout out to him. And
great system.
33, aka Cooper DeJean, was really popping in his roulette model. And I said they were just talking in the locker room how Cooper DeJean has to get one. Do you think Cooper DeJean is a fun interception bet? Any thoughts? I got to look up the price. I haven't had a chance. But what do you think about Cooper DeJean getting a pick?
I think it's a fun one. It's not my favorite one. My favorite one for that game is Reed Blankenship. I think when Matthew Stafford throws them, it's typically overthrows.
Yeah. No, Reed and CJ are the ways to do it, but even Reed is probably better than CJ. What do you got? How you feeling about your Lions today?
I mean, I'm nervous because I'm a Lions fan, so I kind of feel like I have to be nervous.
Yeah.
But I feel generally good about it. This is the team that I wanted to play in this round. So, I mean, that's obviously a good thing. I think Aaron Glenn's going to work up some stuff on the defense to slow down Daniels some. I don't think you're going to see the pressure that we saw in the Vikings game. I think we're going to see a lot of simulated pressure, and then we're actually going to back out. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So hopefully that kind of slows him down a little bit, spy with Anzalone, and that helps out our defense, and then our offense just runs it down their throats.
Now, what are you worried about as a Lions fan? I'm sure you're going over scenarios and you're like, if we do get in trouble, it's because Washington is doing X, Y, and Z. What are you scared of, or what are you concerned about?
On the defensive side, I would say play action and then Terry McLaurin just going for bombs repeatedly.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest issue on our defense. On the offensive side of the ball, we have to get the run game going. If we don't get the run game going, then we'll be in trouble over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like it's going to get going though.
But how, my thing is with Montgomery healthy, with Gibbs healthy, with the Commanders struggling to defend the run with that offensive line.
Can I say something critical about the Lions?
Sure.
Shit hype video.
Oh, wow. Easy. What's going on?
So if you're looking for Lions hype videos, you don't need to do it the team one. You need to go through the fan ones.
Okay. That's
because
fair.
Some of our fans put out insane hype videos on Twitter.
So the bar was set very high by the Bills, and I was let down. You even had Eminem at your disposal, and just feel like we could have done more. That's all.
There's a guy.
Maybe Derek can be involved in the next one. Get big balls on there.
There's a Eagles fan, Dawson Smith, who's been blowing up. He's been doing his own. The Eagles hype videos, I think, pretty good. But the fan one that Dawson Smith created,
better. How do the teams not just hire that guy?
And they probably will. I hit him up about doing some hype videos, but I'm sure he's blowing up now.
We need a hype.
He's gonna get hired. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just us in Vegas.
Kramer, do you have Stover isn't playing? You got anyone else you want?
What? I read this morning. Oh my goodness.
It's according to Travin. Maybe the chat's messing with you.
They're probably not, because I was discussing this earlier with Bowser. Got me on the idea that he might not be playing.
Well, easy. We'll be rooting for your Lions. Tim Patrick, hoping that he gets in the end zone. Best of luck, and
he's definitely out.
Call in tomorrow as well.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate y'all.
All right, let it ride, Easy.
How lazy take by me.
Joining us on the line, we got a visual on him a couple times now, Ryan. He is Daquan the Great.
Hell yeah.
Daquan, what's happening, man? How we feeling?
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? I'm driving home, just about to pull the fuck back up, man. Long ass fucking Saturday morning.
What'd you get into on your Saturday morning before football?
Man, I was out here sucking up leaves. I'm a landscaper.
Oh, okay,
right.
Nice.
Get that money to bet on the games. I like that.
Yeah, knock out a couple.
Yes, sir. Needed some extra bread that I could throw down on Marshawn Lattimore anytime interception.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here comes the
game versus
shade.
Mike Evans. He doesn't play like that 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Oh.
That I like that angle, and again, I did pick the Lions, but I think if it goes wrong for the Lions, it involves Jared Goff throwing some picks. I mean, he's had a really good year, but he has had a couple outlier multi-pick games. We of course remember the Texans game where he threw 5 interceptions. Somehow they still won that game. If he turns it over to this Commanders defense, that's how things get interesting.
I'm sorry to stop the show, but
sure.
I completely fucked this up. I knew it was going to be Irv Smith. I don't know how I wrote the wrong thing down, but
okay.
The odds have moved. DK 80-1.
Okay.
First touchdown, Irv Smith. You can find 100-1 out there if you search. So that's the swap.
So Daquan, you like the Marshawn Lattimore anytime touchdown. What else you got cooking up? Did we lose Daquan? I see him here.
I don't know. We might have lost him. He was sucking up those leaves.
I like that. And
he's a real man.
Japan's
not like
Japan's
us.
wondering what jersey he's got on. Howard asking if he's got that Hennessy going straight from the bottle. That's just living the life, sitting up on a sweet porch, drinking Hennessy with the 50 cal. Country life is coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. Life comes at you. You're not on the screen the whole time, staring at some grass, maybe some farm animals,
touching some grass. As the
you don't have to
say.
touch it. You can just look at it.
Well, Ryan, of course you like to.
Ain't smoking my weed.
Looks like we lost.
Oh no,
we lost the great Daquan. I'm sure we'll hear from him maybe later, or we're pushing it up against kickoff. Ryan, anything else we want to get out? Remind people of our underdog, and maybe we give out a bonus one? Dare we do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah. Our
and feel free, hit us in the chat. What is the chat?
By memory, Dalton Schultz higher a touchdown, higher half touchdown. Jalen Hurts higher 37.5 rushing yards,
and then the alt higher on Pacheco rushing yards.
Yeah, we went for a Laddie Daddy special, which by the way, highly recommend you tune in to the VSiN show, but definitely watch the CJ segment on demand. You can watch it on demand on the VSiN app.
Yes.
Well,
hopefully we'll be getting a clip out too.
Segment before CJ, we had a very special guest.
Oh man, I cannot wait.
We'll talk more about it on the recap show on Sunday, but very, very good stuff.
Looks like we lost Daquan, but he's in the chat saying the Lions win. I will shoot my TV with my fucking crossbow live on stream tomorrow. So wow, must watch content.
Maybe he's upgrading the TV. I'm worried could it bounce off? Do we have I don't want to have an accident.
I don't know. I'm not a crossbow expert. I did buy one when I was like a kid at some weapons expo I randomly went to.
I mentioned I was over at the Circa at the Bass Pro Shop at the Silverton.
Yeah,
and I did. The family was just checking out Bass Pro Shop, and I did go up into the archery section, and they have a range, and it's like you could just test out crossbows. Might be a fun piece of content.
ZD Mills saying VSiN was great. Appreciate you tuning in.
Come on, ZD. You're lucky you're an OG. You got to get the avatar going.
App State saying, did CJ's ex-wife give a play? I don't think we ever got to her plays, but maybe tipping you just got to watch it. I don't think we're doing it justice if we try to explain it. And Japan pointing out CJ as Dom is amazing. Yeah. CJ, the big Dom related content CJ's putting out is really great. So
CJ
check that out.
In any character is actually pretty great.
Gary the retard asking Hurts is at 39.5. Do you still like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played it at 40 plus 100 or something, slightly over 37.5. I think it's pretty sharp there. All right, Kramer.
Getting the worst of the number.
No,
dull as a
no. I think
butter
it was.
okay.
I think it was even money.
Oh, I see. You got a better price. Very sharp. That's good
for a couple more yards.
If you get a bad number, you got to get a good price. That's how it works in the sharp world. All right, you want to just do today's games?
Sure.
How much time do we have? 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Ryan. Up against it.
Stroud rushing yards. What do you think?
Yeah. Higher.
Do 15.5 higher. Okay.
Yep.
Your turn. Tag. We could go alt on the rushing yards.
No, let's put a simple one in here. CJ Stroud in the early one, and then
90 seconds, 60 seconds.
Time
Amon-Ra, we were just talking about it.
Yeah. All right. It's chalky, but we have him in our
receiving yards.
79.5.
That's the answer. If we want, that's
all right. Let's do it. Amon-Ra higher 75, 9.5. CJ Stroud higher 15.5 rushing yards. Underdogfantasy.com promo code SGPN.
Locked in.
Get in over there. Thank you, everyone, hopping in for this nice Saturday pregame show. We will be back for tomorrow's pregame show before Sunday, and that of course is 11 a.m.
11 a.m. pregame show.
2:00 East.
Recap show will be after the game, so
Second
probably
game.
closer
Late,
to 7. It's
you're right, because it's not. I
There's
keep
no
thinking
night
it's a
game.
Sunday
It's
night.
noon and 3:30 out here, so we'll probably figure live around 7 p.m. for the recap show.
Yep, we got some pregame show tomorrow as well. So appreciate everyone tuning in as always, and of course,
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
for the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, Stacking the Money Green. He's Ryan.
Good luck today, everyone.
Kramer. Let it ride.